Coming up, trick those drink thieves with the power of air.
And fool the love struck with a fantastic folding trick.
Prove that girls sweat just as much as smelly boys.
And find out how polar bears survive in the freezing cold.
It makes me shiver just looking at all that freezing ice and snow.
Yeah, imagine sleeping outside on a cold night if you didn't have a nice thick coat and something warm on your feet.
I can't imagine it, but I think Jade and Zach are about to find out exactly what it's like.
Okay, that's just about it. Zach and I have everything we need for our overnight camp out. Bright moonlit night and nice snug tent. Now let's put all our stuff inside. Clothes, bubble wrap the tent was stored in, and our midnight snack box. Oh, hang on. Sleeping bags. Where are they? There. Still on the line. Gee, I hope they've dried. Oh no! Still damp. Darn. We'll freeze. Mum said we wouldn't last the whole night outside. I hate it when Mum's right. Suppose we can close the tent up. Now what? Good thinking, Zach. We'll rug up. Woolly jumpers and scarves. Ooh, but it's still cold. Hey, the bubble wrap. I wonder. Yes! I've just had the most brilliant idea. Come on, Zach. It's Saturday afternoon and I'm lost in a good book. Oi! Hey! That's mine! Not again! What I need is some seriously scientific drink-saving security. I've got it! Here's some more cordial and all the stuff I'll need to keep the cordial cat burglar at bay. I got Dad to make a hole in this lid for me. It's just big enough to fit the straw through it. Now stick it in place with the modelling clay. This will also stop the air getting through the hole around the straw. Now to fill my drink bottle with delicious cordial and screw the lid back on. Just as I thought, it's impossible to suck up any drink. Perfect! Hey Giovanni! Why don't you try stealing some drink from my new high-tech bottle? It's impossible, isn't it?
As Emily sucks, the air at the top of the straw thins out, creating an area of low pressure. Higher pressure air outside the glass then pushes down on the liquid, forcing it up the straw. But the airtight seal at the top of the bottle stops any air coming in. That means there's not enough downward air pressure on the drink to force the cordial all the way up the straw. So no matter how hard Giovanni sucks, he'll never get a drink.
Looks like I've been the dreaded drink stealer. Now to just unseal the top of my bottle and enjoy the rest of my drink.
Nice one, Emily. You enjoy that well-deserved refreshing cold drink. And speaking of cold, I wonder how Jade and Zach are going to survive their chilly night outside.
We're freezing, but my bubble wrap idea might just save the night. I'll get Zach to lie on the bubble wrap. I'll trace around his legs. There, a trouser pattern. Now I'll fold it over and cut it around to make a pair of bubble wrap pants. Now I'll bottle the top. Nicely done. Fold it over and snip away, Mr. Snappy Dresser. Now for some high quality seam work. The sticky tape will hold our edges together perfectly. There, 2 sets of very fashionable bubble wrap outfits. Oh, you look simply stunning, darling. Okay, we might look ridiculous, but I feel as warm as toast.
Jade and Zach's bubble wrap fashions are a great way to keep out the cold. That's because the bubbles in the wrap contain still air, and still air is an excellent insulator. In fact, it's one of the reasons why we have hairs on our arms and legs, to trap pockets of still air that help keep us warm.
Uh-oh, one thing we didn't think of, I'm getting cold feet, and I know just how to warm them up.
Aww, Fraser's in love. He can't stop reading that love letter his girlfriend sent him. It's so cute, but it's time to burst his love bubble. Ha! Come and get it, lover boy! What's the matter, Fraser? Lost something special? Okay, here's the deal. I'll give you back this letter from your girlfriend if you can fold a piece of paper in half 9 times. Think you can do it, Romeo? Not the letter, of course. I'll hang on to that for now. This piece is exactly the same size. Remember, you've got to fold it in half 9 times. That's 1 fold, 2, 3 folds, 4, 5, 6. You can't do more than 6 folds. Oh, the paper was too small, was it? Then you ought to be able to fold this one 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 folds. But it's impossible to go any further.
The paper quickly becomes too thick to fold because the number of layers doubles every time it's folded. By the time you get to 7 folds, there are 128 layers. So no matter how big the paper, it can't be folded more than 9 times. For the same reason you can't fold a thick book.
No, I don't think so, Fraser. You failed my folding challenge. Guess you just have to catch me if you can.
Oh, Lara, that was so mischievous teasing poor old Fraser like that.
Yeah, but I'm pleased to say in the boys versus girls stakes, Zach is about to show that girls aren't as perfect as they think they are.
Look at Grace. She thinks that girls are made from sugar and spice, and that they never sweat like stinky boys. It's time to show her that girls do sweat, ladylike or not. Hey Grace, I just need to take off your shoe. Whoa! Phew-wee. Huh? I'm not gonna kiss your smelly feet. I'm going to cover them up with this plastic bag, and then hold it in place with an elastic band. There. I'll be back in an hour. Hey, Princess Grace. You're not gonna like this, but all that stuff in the bag is sweat. Smelly, stinky, revolting sweat.
That's right, Zach. Most of the skin on our body is dotted with tiny sweat glands that can quickly moisten the skin surface. When we get hot, our body releases water to cool us down. Clever, hey?
So girls do sweat after all. Now, wanna check my feet for sweat?
How cute are those polar bears? But I've no idea how they manage to spend their entire lives on the freezing ice. Herman and I are shivering after being outside for an hour. Dad says polar bears can stand the cold because they've got blubber under their fur. I wonder how blubber keeps them warm. I know a way we can find out. Let's go. While Herman fills a container with freezing snow, I'll get a great big glob of cooking fat. Now I'll cover the bulb of the thermometer with the fat. There, that's got the bulb covered. Nice and blubbery. Okay, another thermometer. And yep, they're both reading about the same temperature. Herman can look after the one without fat. And into the ice they go, bulbs just touching the surface. We'll leave them there for a couple of minutes and see if the fat keeps my bulb warmer. That's long enough. Wow! Mine's the same temperature, but the temperature of Herman's thermometer is down near freezing point. The fat stopped the ice from cooling my thermometer. So blubbery fat does keep polar bears warm.
The fatty layer of blubber under a polar bear's fur is as thick as the length of your hand. Because blubber doesn't conduct heat very well, it keeps almost all the bear's warmth inside their bodies. That's why they can live in ice and snow. In fact, blubber is so effective that polar bears actually overheat if they run too much.
I still think they're cute. But I don't have enough blubber to stay out here. I'm freezing. Let's go inside and leave the ice and the snow to the polar bears.
Wow, there are quite a few tricks to staying warm and snug when it's freezing cold.
Yeah, and I think our campout kids had better come up with something soon before they get cold feet and end up back inside the house.
Okay, thanks to our super toasty bubble wrap clothing, I think we'll last the night out under the stars, no problems. But there's just one thing, freezing feet. Nothing that a pair of bubble wrap shoes can't fix. All we have to do is cover our feet. Yay, cool! Now we wrap up the top with tape. Oh no! If we stand on the bubble wrap, the bubbles will pop and we'll lose our layer of insulating air. Hey, it seems to be fine. The bubbles aren't bursting.
Despite the weight of a whole body pressing down on them, the bubbles stay intact. That's because the pressure is spread evenly across the area of Zach and Jade's feet, and not enough at any one point to burst their bubble.
Okay, now for a good night's sleep. Yep, snug as a bug in bubble wrap. I think we'll prove Mum wrong after all.
Well, I think that campout ended perfectly, don't you, Taryn?
Nothing like a perfect ending, I say. And we've reached a perfect ending too.
See you next time.